What's going on? You're watching NFL Daily from Chat Sports. I'm Mitchell Renz. That's Tom Downey. And we want you to use hashtag NFL to get your questions live on the show like my man over here did, Choppy71. Do you think that Kyle Allen will the quarterback in Carolina in 2020? So will Kyle Allen be the quarterback in 2020? Also, if I mess up something, I'll tell you guys a secret about me.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that won't be lame at all. He will definitely be a quarterback for Carolina in 2020. The flashes are there. He's really good when he's able to just make the first read, which is how a lot of quarterbacks are. I think he's a guy you can win with. I don't know if he's a guy you're going to win because of. But for his contract, he's so cheap. I mean, it's a good, cost-benefit analysis type theory. I think it's a worthwhile risk for Carolina. I'm also not operating under the assumption he is my guaranteed guy. I'm still going to explore.
I think the way that you should look at it is a lot of times that second year is the tougher year for quarterbacks because people get film. People got film on Kyle Allen, and now it's catching up to him. Let's go to Dalton Smith, who needs to get a picture. Should the Saints sign Dez Bryant? There's two answers to this. First, go check out our video that we just dropped on our main channel on the top destinations for Dez. But should the Saints sign him?
I think yes. I think New Orleans is a really good fit for Dez Bryant. He was with the team last year before that unfortunate Achilles injury. I think they're still in the need for some receiver help. Dez is not the same guy he was in his prime. I think he can still contribute. And a team like New Orleans, I think, is a good fit for him.
Let's go to Mr. Sports. Okay.
He's at home on this channel.
Chat Sports is better. Should the Lions shut down Matthew Stafford for the rest of the year? Make sure you guys are using hashtag NFL to get on the show. So TKG, Mark Graham, Jared Sanchez, T Phoenix, Raider Brandon. Appreciate you guys for watching. Tom, should the Lions shut down Matthew?
I think they should consider it. I don't know what the point is at which they go, all right, we got to shut him down. He's done. The problem for Detroit is that right now, they're several games back in the wild card race. They are dead last right now.
Not because of Matthew Stafford.
Stafford's been great this year. The problem is, twofold. Your GM and your coaching staff are kind of tied together. What happens if you collapse down the stretch and you finish with 4 or 5 wins? Don't you kind of end up putting yourself on the hot seat? Isn't it better to try and win some games with Stafford and get to 7 to help, protect your own job? You know how I feel about tanking, which isn't how coaches and players evaluate it, but I think there is a certain point, probably once you're eliminated, that you just shut down Stafford, get his back healthy for next year.
If you guys would want the Lions to shut down Matthew Stafford, type S in the comments section. Let's go to Tyler Burbeck. Shout out to you, my man. Are the Rams contenders or pretenders?
There you go.
After the loss to the Steelers. Type C for contenders, type P for pretenders in the comments section. Are the Rams contenders or pretenders? Tom?
Jared Goff kind of looks like a pretender right now.
Yeah, he looks very real to me.
I want to go with contender. And I think they will be a contender. They'll be in the mix, but their schedule's not that great in terms of easiness. It's kind of a tough schedule. I'll go contenders, but if I'm projecting playoff teams, I'm not going to put them in there.
See, I'm going to say pretenders for the simple reason is I've watched Jared Goff now try to carry this offense. He can't do it. Todd Gurley was one of the best running backs in the NFL the last 3 years, and now they're kind of really worried to give him a heavy workload, which I don't doubt, or I guess I understand because of his knees. For me, though, if you don't have a competent quarterback, you're a pretender to me. But for everyone who's typing C for contender, go to BetDSI then and maybe put down the Rams making the playoffs. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. So Sizzle1211 Gaming, I see you're typing C for contender.
There you go.
Put your money where your mouth is. Tyler Burbeck, though, you and I, my man, we're on the same page. I think the Rams are pretenders, but we got a really, really amazing deal at BetDSI. 120% deposit bonus. Use hashtag NFL. Get your questions featured on the show from Emerson Harris. I think this is a burner account from a old employee. What do Bengals need to get a win?
Lots of things. Honestly, at this point, it probably starts with the defense. I mean, this isn't a huge surprise, right? Andy Dalton wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
He wasn't the solution. I got no problems taking a look at Ryan Finley. Unsurprisingly, he's not that good. Most fourth-round rookie quarterbacks aren't good. We get spoiled by guys like Dak Prescott and I guess Russell Wilson if you want to go in the third and Gardner Minshew in at the sixth. The defense hasn't been able to stop the run very well this year. The offensive line is horrid. But to answer your question, get to the part of the schedule where you host the Jets and visit the Dolphins in December.
And then cross your fingers.
Get by it through November, and then you'll probably find a win or two.
Let's go to Jacob, one of our most loyal watchers. What up, Jake?
Love draft questions.
Speaking of Jake, should Jacob Eason return for his senior year? If you guys have any NFL draft questions, this is your dude. What going down? And go hit him up.
I would go back to my senior year if I were Eason, because you've had him for 1 year in a very limiting Georgia offense back in 2016. Didn't really play in 2017. Didn't play in 2018. Has played in 2019. He's very much been up and down. I think another year would be big for him. I mean, look how much better Joe Burrow has gotten, and he's kind of on a similar-ish path as Eason. That second year with the same program, you tend to take a leap forward in that age, 22, 23 range is about where Eason's at. I would go back for my senior year. Then again, he's got the traits teams want. It's going to be tough passing on being a first or a second round pick.
Let's go to Tommy Hilfiger here. What will it take for Garrett to get fired?
Sorry, Tommy. Sorry, that was very mean of me.
I know.
There was no reason. I'm just frustrated by the Cowboys.
All right, so what is it going to take for Garrett to get fired? I think he's almost fire Garrett in the comments section.
FG. Everyone type in FG. For Garrett, it'll happen if they don't make a deep playoff run. Like, if they get one and done in the playoffs, if they miss the playoffs, then Garrett gets fired. I don't think it's going to happen this year during the season. I think they're going to give him the entire year. And
you
then
think the Cowboys make the playoffs?
I'm still going to go with yes, because it's the Cowboys. They'll win one and they'll lose one. Then they'll back against the wall. They'll win again. They'll probably blow out Detroit this weekend.
I'll tell you what, though,
they're
Tom,
fine. Except
there are a lot of FTs.
Yeah, there are
in the comment section for very, very good reason. So, Chat Sports, we are the most interactive YouTube channel, and we love people like Aaron, Leo Plays, Joseph Del Grosso, and we have always the latest news, rumors, and like you're watching right now, a live Q&A. So, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you guys do youtube.com/chatsportstv. The link is below. Click that big red button. So we have a lot of fun here, but it's because of people like Tyler, Supreme Entertainment, Choppy71. We appreciate you. Spread the show. Let's go to Jared Sanchez. What up, fam? Mike Tomlin should be Coach of the Year, and any chance Steelers will make the playoffs. Well, if the playoffs were to start today, the Steelers would be in as the 6th seed. I've ripped on Mike Tomlin a lot in the past. I said he should be fired. I'll say this, though. I think Mike Tomlin right now is the 3rd coach for Coach of the Year.
Who you got in front of them?
You got to put Shanahan. He's got to be number one. And I'll actually put John Gruden. I think John Gruden has done a great job taking a 4-12 team last year, and now they're 5-4 as well.
I think the Colts are going to finish, like I've said for weeks now, and all of a sudden look pretty smart because they lost to the Dolphins. They're going to finish. They're going to finish. They're a 500 football team, guys. They're going to finish around 500. Frank Reich, I think deserves some consideration there as well. I think Kyle Shanahan is your obvious front runner. How about Harbaugh? And the job he's done adjusting his offense and maximizing Lamar Jackson. But I think guys like Tomlin, Gruden, Frank Reich, Shanahan, and Harbaugh should all be in that discussion.
What about Matt LaFleur?
I don't mind LaFleur, but I think he gets, fair or not, gets docked because his quarterback's Aaron Rodgers, you know?
That's kind of
fair or not.
That's where I was going to go with that. Let's go to Eric Burton. What up, dude? How many quarterbacks are drafted in the first round in the 2020 NFL draft? How many quarterbacks were drafted last year in the first round? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't off the top of my head. I forget things in terms of numbers overall. But for this year, that's what I was thinking of. You're going to have 3 locks. You're going to have Justin Herbert. You're going to have Tua. Assuming these guys all come out, you're going to have Joe Burrow. I think those guys are going to be locks, if not top 10 locks. They're going to be top 15 locks. Then it becomes dicey. Does Jordan Love declare? Does Jacob Eason declare? How do NFL teams evaluate Jalen Hurts? So I think you're over, and I don't think Jake Fromm goes in round 1. So I think you're over under there. I'll put it at 3.5, and I'll probably take the over and say 4.
Jared Sanchez says 3. Let us know in the comment section how many quarterbacks you think will be drafted in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft. And by the way, Tom and I, we're going to be live for the entire 2020 NFL Draft, so make sure you guys subscribe. Let's go to Sizzle1211 Gaming. Who is your MVP dark horse?
So we're counting Russell Wilson, Deshaun Jackson, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun
Watson. Deshaun Jackson would be a great dark horse.
Bad MVP pick there. Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson as your front runners, right? Mm-hmm. Those are your 3 guys. Does McCaffrey count as a dark horse?
He's going to be the player that I would have picked, but he's having such an incredible season. I don't know if he is a dark horse.
I mean, if you want a dark horse, it's probably got to come from a team that's sitting there with 5 or 6 wins right now. Dak Prescott's put up an MVP caliber year, but he's not going to win it because his team isn't good enough. So I think at this point, a little tough to identify the dark horse there. Does Dalvin Cook count as a dark horse? He's been great this year for Minnesota, but running backs tend to not be.
Do you give it to Patrick Mahomes even though he hasn't played the entire year?
No. I think Watson, Lamar, or
would you have given it to
Wilson.
Carson Wentz in 2017?
No, I don't think I would have. And I wouldn't have given it to Carr in that year before he got hurt either.
Okay. So I think from us, Cowboys Nation says Nathan Peterman. I can guarantee you it's not going to be Nathan Peterman. That's just my expert pick there. So we want to give a special shout out to the Action Network. Live odds, expert picks, and analysis, unlimited bet tracking, 40% off. It's $5.99 right now. Chatsports.com/deal. So I don't mean to brag here, but I'm leading.
Now I'm going to nip this in the bud.
Whoa.
Mitch has been cheating.
I've not been cheating.
Yes, you have been.
I'm leading in our poll here at Chat
You've
Sports
been
because of
cheating.
the Action Network. They've been helping me out. So you guys don't know this, but they just released a new feature here on their website, Pro Systems. So you can basically find what kind of bets you like to make.
Yeah.
I like to bet spreads, and then they help you track and make the right predictions for those spreads. Your boy's been first place.
Yeah, because you've been putting double money down when you're not supposed to be.
Nope.
Cheater Renz over here.
Prove it. Well, if you guys
I have
want
the
to make
numbers in front of me.
you guys want to make money, okay? You got to go to the Action Network, chatsports.com/deal, and I can let you in on a few secrets as well. Let's go to Glory Boy. Wow, almost did not say that right. Minkah Fitzpatrick for Defensive Player of the Year. This is a great question because since that they've made that move, they were 0-4, now they're 5-4.
For the record, I kind of liked that move, by the way, for Pittsburgh at the time. I admitted it was a gamble, but Fitzpatrick was worthy of that draft pick, and if it comes in anywhere between 10 to 20 or above, that's a good deal there. I don't mind it.
I like it. I'll still probably take Bosa. I think Bosa is very, very deserving of that, especially with an undefeated team. Let us know in the comments section who you guys think Defensive Player of the Year.
Though. I'm on board.
I'll tell you what,
with
if
that.
the Steelers make the playoffs and if the 49ers somehow fall off, Minkah Fitzpatrick, he's been absolutely sensational. Let's go to Eric. Make sure you guys continue to use hashtag NFL to get your comments here live on our show. Which draft prospect in the last month has improved his stock the most?
It's kind of the obvious answer, but
I was going to say Joe Burrow.
It's Joe Burrow. Burrow showed flashes last year, but entering the year, I think I had more of like, he'll probably be a day 3 pick there, good long-term backup type guy, and then he's gone from day 3 pick to, you know what, he might very well be the number 1 overall pick in the draft. I have loved what Joe Burrow has done so far this year.
My question, who's hurt it the most? Do you think Chase Young has hurt his
No.
stock whatsoever? Do you think it actually helps him?
It helps him in the sense that he's
the whole Bosa factor here.
I mean, it doesn't hurt him. I don't really think that it helps him that much either.
Okay.
But I definitely think that does not impact Young at all. I think Jordan Love's stock's taken a pretty big hit, especially in my own eyes, because he was better last year. The flashes are still there, but the in-game consistency has been pretty rough so far this year. K'Lavon Chaisson, another LSU kid, really helped himself in that Alabama game. I thought he was really effective rushing the edge. Saw the flashes. I'm going to botch the pronunciation here. Brandon Ayuk, I might have gotten that wrong. He's the receiver out of Arizona State. I call him Brandon Ayak because he's all about yards after the catch.
I'll actually probably remember
He has balled out this year for Arizona State. He's going to be another early round pick for Arizona State at the wide receiver position.
Let's go to my man Atharva.
I'll count it.
Yep.
I'll count it.
Buckets. Name your top sleeper teams that you think will make the playoffs.
You're going to go with Oakland, right?
I think you almost have to go with the Raiders. I mean, they look pretty good right now, 5-4, plus they think they have an easier path. And the NFC, I'm going to go with Philadelphia Eagles. I watched the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football. I thought they played well, but I think the Eagles 5-4. I think that they have a legit shot to get in.
I think that's reasonable. Here's the AFC playoff picture. Does Pittsburgh count as a sleeper right now? Things are so tight there.
See, that's the thing. I don't think
in the hunt. Had they not lost to the Broncos, I would have been all aboard the Browns train, because their schedule's the easiest the rest of the way for the NFL. But they're sitting there right now at 3-6, and I'm just not really a believer in
The
them
Titans, the Jags, they're
moment.
going to have to end up playing each other. The Colts, they just lost to the Dolphins. I don't really have a lot of confidence in them. I don't want to say the Chargers because they just lost to the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think
I
from
would've
the
said
teams
Chargers
right
before that
here,
loss.
I think you have to give it to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Let us know in the
kind of
comments
agree.
section what you guys think. Throw it in there. All right, next question's coming in here from TKG, who's also twins with Arthur. I'll get a pictures. Tom, on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad, disappointed are you about last night? And at the least, the Cowboys are not the only team who lost to the Jets.
You powered right through that less part there. Good job, Mitch. Look, the NFL does weird stuff. The Saints lost to the Falcons. Crazy, right? The loss last night was up there with one of the most frustrating things because that was a game where the coaching staff failed. Like, they dialed up the right play call. They did not set up Dak well whatsoever. Dak bailed them out repeatedly. Then the late game red zone play calling was atrocious, and it's up there with one of the more frustrating games I've seen for the Dallas Cowboys in recent memory.
If you guys want to see Tom drop some swear words, go subscribe. YouTube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report.